12th Region Sports Network is sponsored by PBK Bank, Ephraim McDowell Health, Weichert Ford Brothers, Cattleman's Roadhouse, SGM Paving and Excavating, Apex Solutions, and Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
All right, welcome back to the 12th Region Sports Network Final Four show production. Big thank you again to Main Street Media for making this happen. We are at halftime of the first game. We are joined by the one and only Lincoln County legend.
The middle school basketball goat right here, I tell you
25 wins a year, maybe more.
How many
about
years
20
now?
years.
I had 31 this year.
How many years now?
22.
22. I know.
But we're joined by Aaron Ralston, and as Logan Young over there looking snazzy.
I'm trying my best, you know.
First half here, Coach, I felt like West dominated, and here you are, 15-15. What's your breakdown of what you saw in the first half?
West absolutely dominated, but it was Claire Marshall doing the domination. It was a one-woman show. And then down the stretch, you know, I'm sitting down there thinking this game's way too close for as poorly as Rockcastle has shot the ball. I thought both teams played tight.
Yeah,
they did.
And then a King comes to the rescue down the stretch there at the end of the fourth quarter, and she just puts them on her back and brings us to a 15-all tie.
Well, you know, big players play big in big games.
You got a couple big ones here.
In the first quarter there, for 3 quarters of the first half, I thought Claire was in control for the most part. Some of the support, nobody else is making shots at that moment.
Right. I mean, you know, she's got to, because she's the leader. They're looking to her, you know, and they took a couple of shots that are open and they just didn't hit them. But I think both teams are going to play better in the second half. I mean, you got to believe that this is, you know, to go to the region finals. Both teams want it really probably too much. You got to just kind of settle down and play basketball. It's easy for us to sit up here and say they got to get out there on the floor and do it.
Right.
And you've got 2 really good coaches. You've got 2 really good programs. And you've got really 4 really good girls that are upper echelon players in the state of Kentucky playing in this game tonight.
Hey, Logan, real quick, man, that's the best defense I've seen West play in a long. They're getting after it a little bit.
They really are. I mean, and kudos to them. They've kept King and Spivey from doing a lot till down the stretch there. I think Rockcastle's going to have to work from inside out, right? We saw them put up a lot of threes that didn't drop. They're going to have to work their way from the paint out to get comfortable, and West has done a good job not giving that to them so far. Like you said, we saw King drive, get the and one there. We saw, forgot her name, get their one there right at the end of the quarter. You know, and that's what Rock's going to have to do. They can't rely on 3-pointers all night. It's not going to work. And West is too good of a rebounding team for them to do that.
Yes, and as well, they're also doing the 12th Region Hall of Fame here at halftime. And if you want to watch the live stream, you can find that live stream at WPBK-FM on YouTube. So, but listen, going back to breaking down the game, West seems to be dominating the boards as well. Mm-hmm. But which supporting cast is going to start making shots?
I think that's who's going to win the game.
Agreed.
I mean, none of us know who's going to loosen up. Again, everybody's playing tight, other than really King and Marshall.
Right.
Who around them are going to settle down, take a deep breath in the second half, and it's going to happen. And maybe both. If it's both, we're in for a real classic.
Yeah.
I mean, this may be the 12th Region Championship game.
It's
tonight. So whoever settles down and their non-stars step up and hit some shots or make some big defense plays. We really haven't seen, other than Claire, that many steals. You know, Claire's out there. Her hands are everywhere. She's got elite nose for the basketball. But that's who's going to win, and I'd hate to predict it. I mean, my prediction before the game in my head when I was talking about it with my son on the stage down there was Rock wins this game by 1 point.
And you're on track for it the way it's going right now.
Yeah.
And another thing Rock's going to do, you cannot give Claire Marshall the baseline. She will eat you alive if you do that. And they did a little bit there a few times.
Well, and to that point, I thought Claire also was a little bit passive on the baseline. She drove baseline twice, kicked it out to their center for open jumpers, and both shots looked good. They hit the rim. She just didn't hit them. But I think Claire understands that she needs to elevate her teammates, but also if I need to take over, I can, and she's something special.
She is.
A big shout out to PBK Bank, the #1 sponsor for 12th Region Sports Network. Real quick, just so the guy that first believed in us when nobody else did. So I'll give you a shout out.
I thought what you were doing was good. I love elevating youth, I thought that the 12th region had a big gap in media coverage. I think there's a lot of little, different levels of media that are happening for each individual school, some less than others, some a lot. But for the whole region, I love elevating kids.
Right.
Obviously, everybody knows I coach at Lincoln and I love Lincoln County. But I love the 12th region. I mean, I go to the state tournament and I root for whoever wins.
Right.
All right, Coach, real quick. You're going in there and you're in the locker room and you're making adjustments right now. What are you telling Rockcastle?
I'm telling them how proud I am overall of them, because if I'm Rock's coach and she doesn't need my help, but she's won a state championship. But I'm saying I'm really proud of what you're doing. I'm doing the Pete Maravich approach when he was playing at LSU and Kentucky was beating them every time and he was scoring 50. It's let Claire get it and don't let anybody else hurt you.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done for a half. I also am telling them we're gonna play better. Everything opened up the last 3 minutes of that second quarter.
Yeah.
It's going to continue to open up in the third quarter. You want to encourage them and empower them and make them feel like, yeah, coach is right. We're getting ready to do this.
All right, flip it over to the west side. What's the message?
If I'm West, I love what their coach is doing by getting back. He's pulling a page out of Jeff Jackson's book. They're not even putting people down on the free throw line. They're giving Rockcastle no run-outs. That's their key, and they've got to keep that up. Obviously, I'm telling Claire, I'm probably telling the team something different, and then I'm grabbing Claire at the end before we walk out of the tunnel down here, and I'm like, hey, I told them to do whatever I told them. I'm empowering them to be better, but stop kicking it out. You take it in there, you get and ones, you take it. We're putting it on your back.
Right.
It's your game. You're the best player on our team. Go win it for us. I trust you. And then I don't say that to everybody because I don't want to hurt everybody else. But sometimes your best player's got to go do what your best player's got to do.
Amen. I agree.
All right, Logan, real quick, what are you thinking? Second half, what are we going to see?
I mean, I agree with him, right? You've got a Hall of Fame coach down here. And so does Rock come out and do what we've seen them do all year, or does Claire take over and they fall back? I think a lot of, especially in the first quarter, we saw a lot of nerves there, right? And probably halfway through the second quarter. They've kind of got out there, they got loose, they see what's going on, they got used to the fans here. So now we see which player is going to step up for which team. Is it going to be Macy Spivey as role player? Is it going to be Lewis for West? Like he said, we know King and Claire Marshall are going to do their thing. Who's going to step up from either team, and that's going to be the defining moment or defining difference, I guess you will, of who wins this game tonight.
Let me say one other thing. I'm glad you said Spivey's name because she's a star too, in my opinion. I think she is. I think it's 1A and 1B with King and
Correct.
Spivey, and she hasn't found her shot yet. She had a couple good looks, I think, in the second half. And again, that's the reason I picked Rock to win the game by 1 point. Don't hate me, West Jessamine folks.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I think Claire is the best player in the region.
Agreed.
So.
Amen.
But yeah, they stopped the clock at 3 minutes on us, and I had everything planned out perfectly. Real
good.
quick, let's flip to the other game. What's your expectations between Boyle and Southwestern? You're talking about a matchup.
I think it's going to be great. I think Southwestern plays I think Junior Molden's excellent. Obviously, I think that Boyle County plays really hard. I think they may play as hard as anybody in the region, which I love to watch. And I hate to give Boyle County any props, but I will if I'm being genuine and honest. But I think that Southwestern sometimes even overpasses. I love the extra pass. And sometimes in the first round game, I thought they had an open shot. And sometimes the next pass wasn't even as good a shot as the person that just passed it up.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, but I love that they're that unselfish. So both teams play a style of ladies basketball that I really enjoy. Both teams play hard, which Boyle plays the hardest, I think. And I think that Southwestern Pulaski plays the most unselfish, and I'm really looking forward to it. I was excited all day long for this Final Four matchup because I think we've got exactly what I thought and I think everybody thought we were going to have for this 12th region tournament for the championship ultimately.
And are we still on?
We are about a minute 43 and counting before the next game. I have a little headset trouble there for a second.
I'm going to touch on a little bit too. I think you have two great defensive teams coming in this next game, right? It's going to be a defensive matchup. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm a defensive kind of guy, so I'm looking forward to it. Sorry, distraction there. Judy Mason came around, waved at us. She's
we need
just
to get
doing the
her
Hall
on
of Fame
the
thing.
pregame of the next one.
Yeah, if she's still here, we'll get her. I'll go down there and get her, no doubt. Hall of Fame coach herself there. Great coach from Danville, Somerset, and Boyle.
Minute 17 to go. And now I know we do this new segment called Doodles Don't Do It and Chris's Count on It.
You got to do both.
So second half, what's Doodles Don't Do It? What's something they can't do?
Well, I mean, for both teams, I think the turnover battle is going to maybe change the game. I think whoever creates the most turnovers is going to win, and I think whoever takes care of the basketball the best is going to win. So don't turn the ball over, and you probably win.
All right, what's your count on it?
Count on it is that Claire and King are going to be special in the second half.
Agreed. All right. Thank you, Coach, for joining
us. Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Go watch the live stream on WPBK FM on YouTube. So thank you guys very much. See you post game.